Here's to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Bellick. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gets the back moving. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Gives it on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Finds the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bellick. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. pass. It's Hurts. Caught near the sticks. It's Burnett. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Hurts. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Going right to work up top. Moving away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Norton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. I mean, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it. Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The RPO, it's complete. Rams him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Hurts. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. Quarterback making adjustments. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Perry. Bulldozes his way through. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wasting no time taking a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Looking for an open area to his left. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dive.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was in his...
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Beavers hit it quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A strike downfield. Touchdown Beavers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Running into the open space. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Got it, looking for a first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got it! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They'll go to the air, extending the play. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. All out of space. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So
wide open spaces. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Going right and going deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Starts to scramble to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to buy time. Brings it down on the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Beavers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilbert. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Got it in the middle. It's Smalls. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to fire to the left.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Finds his tight end. Shows him the stiff arm. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Buys a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get... Oh, the ball squirts out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Beavers! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Sticks it in his belly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. Runs through the tackle. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Beavers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. From the gun. Now adjusting. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That is the score. Oregon State 48, Florida 35.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking for a big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Gator! How about this? These guys are going for two. The snap sets up the throw. They make the stop and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Gators will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beebe. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll try the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it again. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Into the end zone, and he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. First score of the game goes up. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Daniels. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, better look out! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Steps away to find some room. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now sliding to his left. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got it, looking for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Smashes ahead. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy at that position that does great things.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll line up to go for 2. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Belling. Knocked off his feet. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quickly to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gators. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Lets it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Green. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, USC. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm
turning it on, they bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets out,
slips a tackle and continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires it. Makes a connection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Bringing the heat. Fires downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gators. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback adapted. And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense. Continue.
He's got it inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And they're not on the same page there.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Norton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds. And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game down.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On the run, fires downfield. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11.